Yo, what's up here, YouTube? It's your boy Gil Bauer here. Now, normally I do the predictions videos for wrestling during the day, but it's nighttime at 6:45 p.m. right here tonight, here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I thought, what the heck? For the first time ever, I'm going to come here and do predictions videos live here on YouTube. So here I am. Let's get started. We're going to be talking about NXT Takeover Philadelphia, live this Sunday on the WWE Network. You all know the gist. It's $9.99. I already had the network. I really enjoy it. And I'm very excited for this week's show. More excited for this than the Royal Rumble. I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, it's Takeover. I'm always excited for Takeovers. Especially the last one we had. With Takeover War Games. The last Takeover we had. But I'm here for Takeover Philadelphia predictions. I'm gonna be talking about them right now. So yeah, let's get started, guys. Let me find the card first. Let's see. Let me find the card first. Hang on. Here it is. All right. Now, we don't have a kickoff show because Takeover only lasts like an hour long. Takeover's usually like an hour to 1 hour to a 2 hour long show. So you know how that goes, guys. But let's get started with the first match. We're gonna start with what are we gonna start off with? Let's start with the recent match that just got added to the card. Cassius Ohno versus my boy Patrick Clark, the Velveteen Dream. This just randomly came out of nowhere. I mean, I don't really, there's no really storyline with this because it's just like got thrown together by WWE, and they came up with this match, and I'm looking forward to it. What Ono and Lars Sullivan did last time at Takeover War Games, which was good, and also Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream at Takeover War Games was awesome. If y'all saw those two matches, they were freaking awesome. Yo, what's up, man? Here for Takeover predictions. What's up? Welcome. And I'm excited. And this match should be good. Seeing what these two can do in the ring, they're very good. And huge fan of Patrick Clark here. I love the Velveteen Dream gimmick. He reminds me of Gold Dust. It reminds me of the Gold Dust gimmick back in the day. And yeah, and Cassius Ohno, Gargano all the way, hands down. All right, I'll talk about Gargano and Andrade Cien Almas in a minute. I'll talk about that later. I'm talking about Cassius Ohno and the Velveteen Dream. Who do I think will win this match? I don't know. It can go either way. I really could care less because I love both men. I think you could give it to Patrick Clark. It wouldn't hurt. Not really the biggest fan of Cassius Ohno. I do know who he is. Chris Hero from the Indies, PWG, the indie scene. I know who he is. And I don't know. Cassius Ohno, to me, he's not bad in the ring. It's just a little sloppy. I hate how he wears a shirt all the time in the ring, but most wrestlers do wear shirts in the ring, you know what I mean? But anyway, I think Velveteen Dream needs the win here. I can give him a big push. Ono, I think, will win, but I want Dream to win. I'm going with Velveteen Dream. I'm picking Velveteen Dream to win this match. Should be a good match. You saw their last match, with Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black at Takeover War Games, and Cassius Ohno and Lars Sullivan, which I'm surprised Lars Sullivan isn't on the freaking card, but that's okay. That's fine. I'm going to pick Velveteen Dream to get the win over Cassius Ohno. Let's talk about the NXT Tag Team titles are on the line with my boys Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Red Dragon, the Undisputed Era. Red Dragon to me. Against the Authors of Pain, Akam and Razor, with Paul Ellering in their corner. We all know the background of this match. By boys to the tag team titles back in December. Undisputed Era to retain. That's probably what's going to happen. We all know how the setup got set up, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. I know we all know what Red Dragon can do. I as much as I don't like the Undisputed Era name, I think it's kind of sloppy now. It's kind of stupid, but I know it's not bad. It's just it's weird. I just don't like the Undisputed Era name. It's weird. But and of course the Authors of Pain. They're beast. They're monsters. Paul Ellering is a goat. And yeah, this do I think this will be match of the night? No, I'm gonna pick Cassius Ohno and Velveteen Dream to be match of the night, along with the main event. I'll talk about the main event a little bit later. But with this match, who I think's gonna win? Kyle and Bobby. There's no way they're dropping the tag team titles right now. It's their first title defense, but I said that about the last Takeover with Drew McIntyre and Andrade Cien Almas, and they had Drew drop the title then because he was injured, but we didn't know until like later in the week, And I think Kyle and Bobby are going to retain. It's not time for them to drop it. And the way I keep thinking, for whatever reason, they're gonna build up. For whatever reason, you know, with these vignettes, I've been thinking about this. With the vignettes, they keep showing of TM61. Think about this. I don't know if it's just me, but what if they're setting them up for a future tag team title shot? You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. But I could see TM61 taking down Red Dragon, because that's my freaking dream match. I wouldn't mind seeing that, to be honest with y'all. But yeah, who I think's winning? Red Dragon. Red Dragon's gonna freaking retain the tag team titles against the Authors of Pain. Chasing the Dragon's gonna freaking hit. I hope. I really hate the recent finisher they have. I hate that finisher. It's just weird. They should be using Chasing the Dragon a little bit more often, but that's okay. You can bring it out whenever you want to. I'm gonna pick the Undisputed Era, Red Dragon, to retain the tag team titles against the Authors of Pain. There you go. Let's see here. Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler. Oh boy, this should be good. We all need to build up to this. If I can find it here. Where is it? Oh, so it didn't have a freaking storyline. Okay. We all need to build up to this match. Shayna Baszler has just made her debut a few months ago on NXT television. And you know, she's been wreaking havoc ever since. And she automatically gets a championship shot. I don't know why. It's not really told or whatever. I mean, she's a dominating woman. She was dominant in the Mae Young Classic. You know what I mean? And she's good. She's very good. She reminds me of a very dangerous Ronda Rousey. Of course, she was part of Ronda Rousey's camp. And the 4 Horsewomen in the UFC and all that kind of stuff. She's friends with Ronda Rousey. Legit MMA fighter. Kick your freaking ass, you know. She could destroy you. And, you know, Ember Moon just won the NXT Championship at Takeover War Games. In a very good match. Was it Fatal 4-Way? I can't remember what it was. What was that match? Hang on, let me find it. Oh yeah, it was War Games. I'm trying to figure out what match it was. It was a Fatal. Okay, I found it. All right, never mind. Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, it was a Fatal 4-Way. I kind of had a hint it was Fatal 4-Way, but you know me. I'm a forgetful man. But of course, Ember Moon won the title there. Got embraced by Asuka. Pretty cool moment. And Asuka's on the main roster. Of course, she'll be in the Royal Rumble this week, which I'll talk about tomorrow, the Royal Rumble predictions. I'll probably do that live here, too. But this should be a good match. I'm looking forward to it. They had a sit-down interview, which I missed. I had to go back and watch that, but I heard it was very good. Very, not that scripted stuff on the main roster you see, you know. They're all forced and scripted on stuff on the main roster. NXT, they're more fluent. They're more freely, you know. Triple H gives them freedom to do things. Unlike Vince McMahon, who's bringing back the XFL in 2020, apparently. Stupid old man, seriously. Gosh. Vince, just stop it, bro. Please stop. But I am looking forward to this match. The big question is who's going to win. Do you have Shayna Baszler win because she's been so dominant? You know, they're building her up for whatever reason. I don't really understand. She didn't even do anything to get a title shot. She just went in there and just wreaked havoc, and I don't really care for that. That's not my kind of style for professional wrestling. You need to earn a title shot, you know what I mean? And they've done lots of things like that on the main roster, you know, with all that kind of stuff, you know. But Ember Moon, she just won the title, you know what I mean? She just won the belt at Takeover War Games. Do you have her take the title off her at this show? My question is, my prediction will be Ember Moon to retain. I think Ember Moon's going to retain. It's going to be a hard fight. It's going to be a hard fought, battling, brutal fight. It's going to be a brutal fight. Shayna Baszler can freaking knock your face off. Seriously, that chick is dangerous in the ring. She took out Dakota Kai a few weeks ago. It was pretty brutal. I stepped on her elbow and dislocated it. Hopefully storyline-wise, because that looked freaking brutal to watch. Jeez. Either she freaking sold it well, or she's really legitimately hurt. I don't know. But I think they're going to have Ember Moon retain the title here. There's no reason to freaking put the title right on Shayna Baszler at this point. You know, have her... Apparently it was going to be Kairi Sane to go after Ember Moon now. But I think that'd be too soon. You could have Ember Moon go against... You could have Ember Moon go against her at Takeover New Orleans, which is going to be on my birthday, which I'm very excited for. The next Takeover is going to be on my birthday, so that is awesome. How awesome is that? And apparently next year WrestleMania is going to be on my birthday, so that's freaking incredible, man. That is so cool. But anyways, back to this. I'm going to pick Ember Moon to retain. Hit the Lunar Eclipse, which is a beautiful finisher, by the way. Her finisher is gold. I love her finisher. It's kind of like, imagine Stone Cold doing a Lunar Eclipse. That'd be so cool. He would break her back and hip, but, you know, it'd be kind of cool. But anyways, I'm picking Ember Moon to retain the NXT Women's Championship in a hard-fought fight. But if Shayna Baszler picks up the win, I would literally not be surprised if that happened. Seriously, I wouldn't put it past this company, especially in NXT. You know, they gave the title to Andrade Cien Almas, the NXT Championship. You know what I mean? They gave him the NXT title at Takeover War Games, and they gave it to him. We all thought Drew McIntyre was going to retain and head into a rival with Adam Cole, baby. You know, and they gave the NXT title to Andrade Cien Almas, who has been a decent champion. Just the title off him already, please. For the love of God, please. But I'm going to pick Ember Moon to retain the NXT Women's Championship in that match. Let's see. Adam Cole, baby. Speaking of Adam Cole, baby versus Aleister Black. We all know how this match got started up. A few weeks ago, actually a few months. Actually, I think it was last month. They had in a qualifying match for the NXT Championship to go and face Andrade Cien Almas at this Takeover. Qualifying matches, Adam Cole lost one match, and then the next week, I think the week after that, a few weeks ago, they had a Fatal 4-Way, Johnny Gargano, Killian Dane, Aleister Black, and who was that last guy? What was his name? Lars Sullivan? I think Lars Sullivan was in there. And Adam Cole, baby, cost, what's his name? Aleister Black, the freaking shot. The Undisputed Era ran out, did their little shit. And it cost Aleister Black the NXT Championship shot. And Johnny Gargano was the number one contender. And I'll talk about Johnny Gargano a little bit later. And we all know how this match got started up. And of course, a few weeks after that, during a tag team title match, Red Dragon defending against Roderick Strong and Aleister Black in an impromptu tag team match. Red Dragon retained because Adam Cole ran down, caused a distraction, and chased Aleister Black into the crowd and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, and here we are, Takeover. I can't wait for this match. It's gonna be Extreme Rules. Of course, William Regal came out and said, "Hey, Philadelphia is known for the place of extreme." And then he said it's gonna be Extreme Rules match. Adam Cole, baby, against Aleister Black. I can't wait for this match. It's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be the best match on the card, in my opinion. I'm looking forward to it. Adam Cole, you all know who Adam Cole is. If you don't know who Adam Cole is, get out of this freaking chat and get out of this video right now. Adam Cole, one of my favorites in there. I love Adam Cole. Former Ring of Honor World Champion, PWG Champion, you know, the only two-time ROH World Champion in history. And we got, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we got Aleister Black, who was a dominating force. He apparently lost his undefeated streak by losing in a Fatal 4-Way. He got pinned nonetheless. That's just my opinion. He got pinned nonetheless. The streak is dead. There you go. Who do you think? It's Extreme Rules, of course. We all know anything can go. I can see some interference from Bobby and Kyle. Maybe running out and making a little assist for Cole. I could see them doing that. I could see lots of things happening. It's going to be violent. It's going to be brutal. Who do I think's winning? Adam Cole. Adam Cole's going to freaking pick up the win. You had to get some steam for Adam Cole. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Aleister Black. He's been built up. He's the next champion. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you could do that. But I think you could put Aleister Black on the roster. He doesn't really need a championship. That's just my opinion. He doesn't really need a championship to look strong. He's already been strong since his debut and all that kind of stuff. And I could really see him as the next WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, United States champion, or heck, Universal champion. Never know on the main roster, especially if he goes to SmackDown Live. And, you know, I trust Road Dogg. I trust Road Dogg a lot more than I trust Vince McMahon. But that's saying something because the recent things that Road Dogg has been doing has been crap. And, you know, I could see a big future for Aleister Black. I'm picking Adam Cole to get the win on this match. Bye-bye. And finally, to the main event. For the NXT Championship, Andrade Cien Almas defending against my boy, Johnny Gargano. For the NXT Championship, we all know how this came about. Johnny Gargano won a Fatal 4-Way and all that kind of stuff. I got the Fatal 4-Way participants right. Actually, cool. And, we all know how this match got started. I'll freaking read it for y'all. Where the heck is it? If I can find it. They don't have it on here. Hang on. Did they have it? No, they don't have the match. We all know how this match came about. I'm not going to explain it to y'all. Who do I think is going to win this match? There's lots of talk. Tommaso Ciampa. People are saying Tommaso Ciampa is going to return and interfere probably. You know, you could have Tommaso Ciampa, you know, distract or cost Johnny Gargano the championship, or you have him after the match. If Johnny wins the championship, you could have him, you know, come out and attack Johnny Gargano and stand tall with the belt. Who I think is going to win this match? You could go either way. You can literally go either way because this is going to be match of the night. If you saw that match at Takeover Brooklyn 3, the opening match, that was the opening match for Takeover Brooklyn 3, and I was already hyped. That match was incredible. Triple H, you're doing good things, man. You're doing good things for NXT, seriously. And I could see them doing something like that. You could have Johnny win the title, which I kind of hope he does, but my heart is saying like he's not gonna win the belt because he stood tall this past week on NXT television, and usually the guy who stands tall usually ends up losing at the pay-per-view. That's usually how the tradition goes in professional wrestling, you know, with WWE. But this is NXT. This is NXT. This isn't like the main roster. You know what I mean? You could pull the switch now. I mean, Johnny Gargano, it's in my opinion, is ready for the NXT Championship. You know, you could have him hold the title until they could take over. You could have him hold it for a while. I don't know how you have him hold it until it drops to maybe Tommaso Ciampa or Adam Cole, maybe, or heck, maybe Ricochet. Maybe Ricochet. We'll see Ricochet at the show. I'll talk about Ricochet and another individual after this little talk about Johnny Gargano and the NXT Championship. I could see them having Johnny win the title, of course, and have him drop it, you know, later on in the year. Or we could have Andrade Cien Almas go on and just... I don't like Andrade Cien Almas. I just can't get behind him as champion. He's boring. He's lame. Zelina Vega's not even doing anything for me, and she's hot. She's not even doing anything for me. She's just, I don't know. Something about Andrade Cien Almas isn't clicking with me as a wrestling fan. He just doesn't have it, to me, at least in my opinion. He's great in the ring. He just doesn't have it. I don't know what the it is, what I'm looking for. And Andrade Cien Almas, I just can't get behind him. You know, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. But I could see them, you know, probably taking the title off him because he really hasn't done anything with it. So, you know, parade around it. I'm the champion. We got you the champion. Then do something. You know, get in the ring and wrestle. You know, I think you did it a few months ago. I think you actually did your first match as champion. And to me, at least, you haven't done anything as champion. You know what I mean? And I could see them giving the title to Johnny Gargano. I hope Gargano wins, but my heart is saying that Tommaso Ciampa probably going to run in, cause distraction, probably cost Gargano the championship. Or they could, I don't know, guys. I really am confused, and I don't really know where this is going to head. It's NXT. You never know with them. You know, I said a few months ago with Drew McIntyre and Andrade Cien Almas that they're going to put Andrade on the main roster. You know what I mean? They ended up not doing that. Of course, Drew McIntyre is hurt, which really sucks. Which I'd probably see Drew McIntyre on the main roster in a few months when he gets back. You know, but I could see them putting the title on Gargano. I really hope it happens, but I really am going to go with Andrade Cien Almas to retain the title. I mean, if Johnny does win, I am hoping Johnny wins the belt. I hope Johnny wins the title. But my heart is saying that Tommaso Ciampa is going to cost him the title. And they're going to have a screwy finish or something like that. And they're going to have Andrade Cien Almas carry the title all the way to Takeover New Orleans. And a certain individual will challenge for the championship. And it's not Adam Cole. And that certain individual I'm talking about is Ricochet. You could have Ricochet, you know, come in. And you could have him beat... but I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're gonna have him go for the title too soon. Yeah, it is kind of too soon. You know, I mean, I don't know who else there's on NXT. You know, Aleister Black. You could do Aleister Black. You could do I don't know who else you could do. Have him go out the title. I mean, I don't know. I think speaking of Ricochet, could we see Ricochet in the crowd at NXT on Saturday? Heck yeah, we could see Ricochet in the crowd. I hope it happens. And another individual who I really hope shows up at NXT, my boy. Ethan Carter III, EC3. You know, recently WWE, I noticed on his Twitter page, you know, it's all going around social media. EC3 was at the Performance Center a few weeks ago. Actually, I think this past week he was at the Performance Center, training, working out, that kind of stuff. He was spotted going into the Performance Center in WWE recently, NXT at least, and the wrestlers started following EC3 on Twitter. So that's starting a little speculation that EC3 will probably show up at the Royal Rumble, or he'll show up on NXT, and he'll show up and he'll do the little sitting in the chair and all that kind of stuff. You'll have all the usual guys that come up to NXT. He'll sit in the chair and he'll smile at the camera, all that kind of stuff, and he'll be making his presence known. I could see EC3 becoming a huge megastar in NXT. I could see him becoming the face, in my opinion, the face of NXT. You know, and Ricochet too. You know, we got Candice LeRae coming into, and you got War Machine coming in, which I think they could do great things for the tag team division. You got Candice LeRae, who could do great things for the women's title and the women's champion. The women's division, all that kind of stuff in NXT. I could see them doing something with Candice LeRae. Of course, she's married to John Gargano, as you all know that. And Heck, we could see her make an appearance. I doubt it, but I could see, as I was saying about EC3, people are saying he's gonna show up at the Royal Rumble. It's number 3. You know, like AJ Styles showed up at number 3 2 years ago at the Royal Rumble in 2016 to a loud ovation. And I could see them probably do something like that EC3, but I don't know. Philadelphia don't know who he is unless you're a huge Impact Wrestling fan, which I was never a huge Impact Wrestling fan. I just always loved the character of EC3. I always loved his physique. His promo skills were freaking awesome, and he's very good in the ring, in my opinion. You know, his finisher's decent, I guess. His dirty deeds, you know, Dean Ambrose's finisher. But I do love EC3. I love Ethan Carter III, and when he makes his debut on my TV, I will go insane. You know, I love EC3, huge EC3 fan right here, guys. And Ricochet. Of course, I love Ricochet. You know him from Lucha Underground's Prince Puma. That's how I really got introduced to Ricochet. You know, I searched him up. And he's pretty cool, very cool in the ring. He's amazing, seriously. I looked up his match against Will Ospreay in this Best of the Super Juniors a few years ago, and that match was incredible. Yes, it was spot fest. Yes, but that's not all about, you know, I'm not here for all the spots and all the wrestling and all that kind of stuff. I'm here for storytelling and all that kind of stuff. I do love the big spots and all that kind of stuff, but there's time to start selling and start wrestling, you know, over, you know, spot fest. I love spot fest, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it's more about wrestling, you know what I mean, man, and storytelling, you know. That's just what WWE is, you know. WWE sheep? No, I'm not WWE sheep. That's how I am. I love pro wrestling. I don't just love the WWE. You know, I watch New Japan. I watch freaking Ring of Honor. I used to watch Impact Wrestling. Recently, I really haven't really gotten into Impact Wrestling. I quitted that a few months ago, actually, when the Broken Matt Hardy and the Brother Nero stuff started going down. You know, now they're in WWE. You know, blah blah blah. History. And yeah. And as I was saying about EC3 showing up. If he shows up, I will go insane. And Ricochet too. I don't think Ricochet showing up at Royal Rumble. That is no. He's not gonna show up at Royal Rumble. No. EC3, I could possibly see him make an appearance. But other than that, I really don't see EC3 will either show up at Takeover, sitting in the crowd and all that kind of stuff, or he'll show up at the Royal Rumble as number 3, and the participants at the Royal Rumble. But that's really my predictions, guys, for NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. I am excited. I'm freaking pumped. I hope Johnny Gargano wins the freaking title, but I just don't think it'll happen. That's just my opinion, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like button down below. Subscribe for videos like this one. Follow this guy on Twitter at HeelBalor and Instagram HeelBalor21. And I will see you all for the next video. Until next time, to sweet and peace.